Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'll show you the easiest way to paint rose flower. I'm using my size 6 round brush and I have one watercolor sheet and my watercolors. So with the help of pencil we are going to create a basic guideline for ourselves just to understand what kind of composition we can create with flowers and leaves that we're going to paint today. So I'm creating couple of small round shape and half round shape for the overlapped flowers. So you can do these things as per your choice, as per your need. You can use any reference photo as well to make these kind of things, but I wanted to do it as per my instinct, so I'm doing it by my own. So I have created 6 to 7 round shape to create flowers, and most of these flowers are covered with the help of leaves. So the pencil mark is definitely very light. I am not sure whether you are able to see it or not, but that is fine because anyways we are going to paint all these things with the help of watercolor, so don't worry about that if you're not able to see it. Now my basic composition is done. Now I know where I want to keep my flowers, where I want to keep my leaves. So let's start with the painting. So for the flowers I'm using yellow color and I'm mixing little bit of red into it to make it yellowish orangish. So don't make it too orange or don't make it too yellow. So something in between you can keep, and then you can start creating your flower. So with the help of this particular color I'm creating the base of flower, the basic shape of flower, the outline of flower you can say. So we have petals, we have round shape in between for the side perspective, but you can't see the petals as you can see because I want to keep it simple. So if you are a beginner you can paint it easily, trust me. So for the second flower I'm creating the front perspective. So I'm creating some round shape or C kind of shape in between, and I'm keep adding those shape until the end, and at the edge you can create little bigger petal kind of shape. But again these are not quite visibly rose as you can see, but we are going to make it in the next layer. So for the first layer you can just simply put some random structure to create a rose kind of shape, and something like this you can do. So this one, the third one, is the overlapped flowers, so only side part is visible, so something like this I have done. Now I have couple of flower birds as well, I have couple of half bloomed flower as well, and these things are actually needed when you try to create a group of flower, especially when you have a similar flower for a particular group, right? So keep adding side perspective flower, front perspective flower, flower birds and those things. And until now I hope you can see the flowers coming from these areas, especially the rose flower, right? So keep adding something like this into your composition where you have thought of having a flower into your composition, and once done we can start with the next step. So for the last flower, as you can see, I have created a round shape and then couple of petals are outside to make it look like these are half bloomed flower, and let it aside. We are done with the first layering. Now we can start with the stems and the leaf. So for the stems and the leaf I'm using blue color and green color. I don't want to use only green color because I want to make it little earthiness into it, so I want to keep it on the dark side. So I'm mixing little bit of blue and little bit of green together to have a nice green shade, but you can use any color whatever you like. Now you can start creating stems, you can create sub stems, you can create main stems, and because the flowers are small in size we cannot keep stems too big, so I'm keeping stems also on a fine side. And because these are rose flowers so we need thorns as well, so I'm adding little thorn kind of effect into the stems, so little outgrowth around the stem area, especially for the main stems that we have. Now all the flowers should be connected with the stem, so do not keep any flower hanging. now you can create substems to create leaf. So I'm randomly creating a couple of substems like these with the help of tip of my brush. Remember, you can create some fine element and some bigger element with the help of a smaller brush itself. You just need little practice around how much pressure you need to apply into your brush. So for the fine element, we don't need any pressure. With the help of tip of your brush, you can paint it easily. Now with the help of green color itself, we can start creating leaf. So for the leaf as well, I'm creating simple one stroke leaf, but I'm arranging it in a such a way so that we can think of rose leaf this time. Rose has multiple varieties. It has very fine serration around the edge of the leaf, but I'm not doing it because this might be complicated for you. So keep the smooth edge, but try to make it in a group. Keep the angle and direction of leaves in a different side so that we can see a group, we can see a pushier structure into the leaf pattern that we have. So keep adding these kind of leaves until you're satisfied. So I'm adding a couple of leaves towards downward side. This is basically a group of leaves, we can say, and a couple of leaves we can create in between the flowers as well. So just apply a little pressure, remove it slowly so that you can have little pointed end around your leaf area. These are basically one stroke leaves, and I have covered in the past videos like how you can utilize one stroke technique to create leaves and flowers both. So if you want, you can refer to those videos as well, wherein I have explained these kind of things in detail. So when I have started my watercolor journey, I have started with this particular flower because it seems sometimes difficult, but it is easier to paint because we don't have any defined rule to paint these kind of flowers which is on the loose side. So definitely we want to create a rose, but not very complicated. So if you are a beginner and if you want to paint something simple with your watercolor, then you should definitely try this particular one. So once done with the leaf, you can start creating the more effect into your painting, right? So either you can keep it like this, or you can have little brownish color into your main stem. So I have mixed little bit of red into my green to make it look like brownish green or maybe olive green kind of shade, you can say. And then you can go around the stem area that you have. If you want, you can paint couple of leaves with this particular shade as well. It's fine. And I'm also creating the little texture around the leaf area. So not too much because we are not going into the detail, but you can create a middle line into the leaf and then sub lines around it, the pattern which we usually see into the leaf area. So those things you can do with this particular shade because this is little darker as compared to the what we have used. So any dark color you can try to create something like this. Now we are done with the leaf. Now we can start with the second layer of the flower. So this time I'm using red color directly. I have diluted the color a little bit with the help of water. And as per perspective, you can start adding the red shade around your yellow flowers that you have created. And this time you can think about little bit, not too much, think about the petals shape as well. So for this particular flower, as this is the side perspective, we can see the round pattern in the center and then the couple of petals are towards the outside. Make sure you're not hiding the yellow color because I want to see the yellow color as well. So keep adding these colors just randomly in between. Do not create any hard edges, so it should look like it is blended with the yellow color. So if at all you are getting any hard edges, try to blend it with the help of clean water and make sure the center part of these flowers are red. So something like this I wanted to paint, so I have done something like this for all the flowers that we have, even for flower birds as well. And hint of red color around the petal area that we have, and you will automatically see a bushier structure. So you will see it has multiple petals into it, and this is the easiest way to paint rose in my opinion. So do I have any pattern to add red color into my yellow? No, I don't have, because I'm doing it randomly. Trust me. So just believe in yourself and add little hint of red into the yellow flower, and you will automatically see a beautiful flower in front of you. And keep the center part more vibrant. So I have added red color more into the center part of the flower. Now with the help of green color, you can create the sepals. So basically we have flower birds as well, right? And flower birds has some sepals also visible. So you can create sepals for side perspective as well, and you can definitely create sepals for the flower birds that you have. So create some green element around the base of the flower. And I'm basically done with today's video. The last thing I'm doing is I'm adding little vibrant green color into the leaf area, but not too much, just a little hint around the edge for a couple of leaves that I have. And I'm done with today's video. I'm hoping this video is helpful for you guys, and please do let me know if you have any kind of feedback for me, any suggestion for me. And thank you so much for watching. See you all in the next video.